hopefully you enjoyed that little presentation there. That was a advertisement and magic trick for Jenna Lazy Art Lazy Girls Art Studio. Uh, I will have their link down in the description, and all of their Facebook page and website will be in the bottom here, along with all the other spots where I got these masks from. I will put at least the website to find them, most likely. But anyway, I'm going to do a product review. This is the first one, so this is an example of what I could do for your product out there or your company. And then for the future, you can contact me and we'll work out something. So I will always do a magic trick of some sort with your product, if you would like that. That is the idea of the advertising here. And now I will review that product on a scale of a couple of different factors and give it a composite rating or average results rating. And then I will hopefully get some more sales for your product. And I will share that video everywhere I can that I know of. So let's start off with the mask that I just showed you guys the trick with. So this mask right here is a commission mask by my friend, which is, I asked her to make, I had my first logo made, so you guys can see that right there, with the two M's, and then the red K for King of Diamonds. That would come into play later in some situations. And then under here, you can see it says Mike the Magic Man, also in red. I did this in black, so it wouldn't look like a circle mask if it was white, but usually these would be a black and red color scheme. So, and then down here in the corner is where I showed you that prediction right here. So she did this for $15, and that's pretty good. She's doing all the commissions for $15 as far as I know. Make sure to double check with her when you talk to her, being Jenna. And so let's get into the ratings of this mask, or how I felt about this mask in particular, the commission one. So I was pretty happy with the design and the look. She continuously messaged me and communicated with me through the process to make sure I got the right look for what I wanted. Then, so I gave that a 5. Moving on to the fit, I gave that a 4, and there's a couple of reasons why I didn't give that a 5. One, for me, and this is not necessarily Jenna's fault, this is just the way things worked out with Corona and Jacksonville. By the way, I'm not sure if she does shipping all over. I know that she does delivery here in Jacksonville, but I'm not sure if you're living somewhere outside of Jacksonville or Florida, how that would work. Message her for that again. But if you see these right here, these are rubber bands that I put on there myself. This originally came with ribbon like this, which was much longer, and would tie around the back of your head and a bow. The only thing I personally was not of preference to that was because me being a male, I'm not really a fan of the ribbon style personally. But if you like the ribbon style, for whatever reason that it feels like it fits you, then that would work for you, and I would move it up to a 5 instead of a 4. So that's just a preference thing. Then coming to the next category here, I did price, and price was a 5 because this was $15, and that's pretty good for a commissioned piece like this where it has custom stuff built into it. I even asked her about some things that she probably wasn't her first thought for sure, and she did a great job with that. Then The next one would be durability, and that's a 3. And that again would be because with no elastic, I had to install my own elastic. So that's a little bit different there. Lastly, we have efficiency and time to make. And that was a 5 because she made it very well timed. Communicating through the whole process with me through the whole process. I also gave this an extra point out of all side of that for commission because of her hard work went into this. So overall, that gives it a 4.6. And this is the second highest mask we are talking about today. Highest rated mask. So really good job by Jenna and the Lazy Girls Art Studio. The next mask we have is over here. And this is an Esty mask. And this one, actually, I gave a lower rating than the one I just showed you overall. And I'll explain that for each category too. So I gave 5 for the design. It's got the matrix design here, which is very cool. Something I am a huge fan of. I gave it a 4 for fit because it's a little bit small sometimes and it moves a lot when I am wearing it. I gave it a 4 for price because it was a little bit more expensive than this one, and this has actually not as great quality as this one in some ways, so it's actually kind of interesting how that works out. And then for the for the efficiency, I gave it a 3 because it took forever to get here once we ordered them. And let me see what I think I had one other category. That 5th category, I gave this a 5 also, and that was because for durability, and this is because it's got the elastic, so it's been really good, and it has filter pockets and stuff like that, which is nice. So after all those scores, for the Etsy one, I gave 4.2, which was actually 0.4 lower than the commission one. And then we have 2 other masks that I don't have with me right now. They are my fiance's, and her one that she also got from Jenna, I gave a 4.4, or actually, she gave it 4.4. And we did a 5. She said 5 for the design, which was like a black and white bottle design. 4 was with, let's see here, the fit, because the ribbons, again, actually weren't ideal, even though that she had some problem with them fraying, and that also led into durability, which I also said was a 3, and she agreed with that. And then we did 5 for price, because the price again was pretty good. For non-commission ones, she's doing $10, I believe, or 5. And then for the efficiency, she made it quickly and on time, so I gave it 5 for that too. So that was a 4.4. And then the last mask I wanted to talk about was over from Darby's Dungeon, which I will put another link to in the description down below. And that will be the She Got the Adventure patch, but since we only bought the one, I can only speak for that one pattern. However, I would say that all the other masks looked like the same production and were by the same person, so therefore I'm going to give it the stamp of approval for all these. So we gave a 5 for design, a 4 for fit, just because it was a little bit smaller than she would have preferred in some ways. Gave it 5 for price, because it was really good pricing for what it was. Gave another 5 for durability, with the elastic again. And we gave another 5 for efficiency, because the day I was there, they were making more masks, or having more masks delivered to the store. And that's really good, because they still already had 3 in stock that day. So, Going back to a couple things, I just want to make it clear that I'm not saying Jones does not make a great mask. In fact, this is a very good mask for what it was made for. It just, she unfortunately ran out of elastic, and so did Jacksonville, so it's been a little bit more difficult for them to do that. So I had to just make that note for this review. But thank you guys. Please go check out the links below for these masks, and especially this one and Darby's, because they are local and small businesses, and they could use your help, I'm sure. So thank you. I will see you next time. Have a good day.